Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites from the Indianapolis camp of the Great Millstone, and we're here to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, also known as the Israelite foreigners and the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and they are as follows. The tribe of Judah, the so-called Negroes. The tribe of Benjamin, the so-called West Indians. The tribe of Levi, the so-called Haitians. The tribe of Simeon, the so-called Dominicans. The tribe of Zebulon, the so-called Guatemalans and Panamanians. The tribe of Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans. The tribe of Manasseh, the so-called Cubans. The tribe of Gad, the so-called North American Indians. The tribe of Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indians. The tribe of Naphtali, the so-called Argentinians and Chileans. The tribe of Asher, the so-called Columbus and Uruguayans. And the tribe of Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. To you, we say Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, starting at verse 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright, our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy.
He says, for the ungodly man. Can somebody look up the word ungodly? We'll establish who the ungodly is right now. Get it in the blue one.
Ungodly, denying or disobeying the Most High.
God says denying or disobeying the Most High. Psalm 74 tells us, the Most High is not all this law. That's what we saw. Okay?
Contrary to moral law, sinful, wicked.
God says contrary to moral law, sinful, wicked. Okay, like the scriptures say, Isaiah 26 and 10, that favor be shown to the wicked, all right, but he will not do any unrighteousness. Okay, just wrong to paraphrase. Right? He will not learn righteousness. He will not learn it. Wow. He says,
this is the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright, our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
So pretty much what he's saying is our life is short. He's leaning to his own understanding, okay, according to the scriptures. That's a bad thing when you lean to your own understanding, all right? And then it says there is no remedy. Well, there is a remedy because Israel is going to have everlasting salvation according to Isaiah 45:17, all right? All right, and then it says, neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. Well, he's telling you right there, if you don't believe in Yahushua, he resurrected from the grave, all right?
The Christians don't believe in the scriptures.
God,
I don't believe in Yahushua. All right? They think of themselves to be their own power, their own God. Or they look at these other places as being their power or their God. All right?
said that Psalms 15, 16, 17.
Hey, that's what I say. And 2/3 fall in that same line. We do a lot of Esau, man. All right? You non-believers, man. You're non-believers. We know about to be put to death, man. All right?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 21. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight.
God says, woe unto them, woe goes to destruction. Wise in their own eyes, they see things their way, and not Hashem outside.
This is Psalms chapter 50, verse 16. It said, but unto the wicked, the Yahweh said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Or thou thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth.
God, he says, but unto the wicked. What do you don't have to do with that covenant? It wasn't given to you. Okay? The covenant was only given to the nation of Israel according to Leviticus 26:46. Then he makes it clear he doesn't turn over to any other nation according to Psalm 147, verse 19 and 20. Go ahead.
Psalm 147 and 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
He says that he given to Israel, okay? For his judgments, they have not known them. How do we know that? Somebody get Amos 3 and 2.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Hear the word that Yahweh hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Just like the brother just read in Psalm 147, 19 and 20, the laws, statutes, and commandments was only given to us. He has not done so with any other nation. Thus we are punished for that. Okay? Just like he just brought out in Amos 3, 1 and 2.
Book of Psalms, chapter 78, verse 5. We established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers that they should make them known to their children.
He said, make them known to their children. I think that's in Deuteronomy 4, to the sons and the sons, somebody grab it. Yeah.
Deuteronomy 4 and 9. Only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thy eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life, but teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons.
Now, what he's talking about is the law, statutes, and commandments, right? Teach them to thy sons and thy sons' sons. And that goes to prove once again that he's dealing with the men, okay?
That's how heritage continues. Like teaching your children, teaching your children, so on and so forth, man. And what happened was we disconnected from that, man. We forgot our forefathers, they stopped teaching. Slowly got lost in translation. So to speak, man.
I see that in Judges too.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, in verse 4. It says, and thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
Here again, we made an indulge. He said, when he said he's going to discontinue us from our heritage, you know, that was our heritage is the law, statutes, and commandments. All right? And then we forgot who we were and didn't pass it down. Because we transgressed the law, you know, worship other gods, set up idols, and all of that, okay? And then so then he had our heritage. He took our heritage away from us. He discontinued it. And now it's coming back.
Yeah, because our people this weekend is going to worship another God. Queen of Heaven worship on his Mother's Day. That wasn't part of our custom in Egypt, man. It's worshiping our mother. Because if you read the book of Luke, where it said, bless the pastor gave suck. The Lord cursed that, man. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to worship Mary or any other Lady Shiva or Ishtar, Ishtar, none of that, man. That's not part of our custom. That's not part of our heritage. It's back to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 2. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been, for the breath in our nostrils has hope, and the spark in the movement of our heart.
He said, once you die, that's going to be it. Nothing comes after that, but that's not true. You know, he tells us in Jeremiah that he's going to recompense the iniquities of the father to the bosom of his children that come after him. Okay? So, and then, what's that, Isaiah 14:21? Visit the iniquities of the father.
Isaiah 14:21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
God, so he's going to prepare slaughter for his children. Why is that? What he's thinking right here, with that carnal mind, what he's thinking right here is that, that's not going to happen. He's not going to have to pay for those things. Okay, once he dies, that goes with him.
Book of 2 Ezra, chapter 14, verse 35. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. Then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared.
He said, we shall live again. So that right there proves that you come back. All right, you're going to receive that judgment. And notice again in that scripture, he said, be ungodly. So that's telling you, listen to that scripture right there. You're going to be judged for those things that you did, that you thought you left behind when you passed away. All right?
It was like open.
It's the book of Job, chapter 21, verse 19. It says, the Most High layeth up his iniquity for his children. He rewarded him, and he shall know it.
What he said, he laid up for his children. So that whatever sins you have done and committed, you know, that's going to come back. You know, even as he told us in, I believe, Exodus 20:5, he will visit the iniquities of the father to the third and fourth generation.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord thy power, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
God. So what he's saying, he's not bowing down to those idols, to those other gods, but he's saying because of that, he will visit the iniquities of the fathers to the third and fourth generation. Okay, so you don't get away with those sins just because you pass away.
Just like Jacob, they jumping off the slave ships and killing themselves, man. Guess what? They were reborn back. They still have to drink that blood. Still had to get
The book of Job, chapter 21, verse 20. His eyes shall see his destruction, and he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty.
That's what he's just saying. You know, you're going to see the wrath of the Almighty. You're going to see that destruction. Okay? You will see the things that you've done, whether it's in this life or the other generations that come thereafter. All right?
Somebody get Ecclesiastes chapter 1. I'm there. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It hath been already of old times, which was before us. There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after.
So pretty much what the brother, pretty much what it's saying is that, you know, he says, is there anything new? Now, what we're telling you with this reincarnation is that how history repeats itself, that's because it's the same people doing it. All right?
And to jump to Ecclesiastes 3 and 15, it says, that which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and the Most High requires that which is past.
He requires that which is past. So the things that you did before, okay, he's going to require recompense for those things at a later time. You know, just like he says, you know, he's long suffering, especially with you, Esau. You know, he said he created you for the day of destruction. All right? That's why he tells us not to avenge ourselves, because he's going to do it. All right?
And ultimately, I'm going to say it could be at a later time or it could be now.
Yeah.
It's all depending on the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, because it's according to his movement.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
And just to add, hey, Because our people was like, oh, why didn't the Lord come back and get rid of these wicked people? Well, they got a job to do with the Lord's sword, man. All right, they got a job to do. And then this verse 16, Ecclesiastes 3:16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there.
God, that place under the sun, where is that? Earth. Okay? That's this right here. Okay.
Verse 17.
So he said the place of judgment, and like the brother was going into, the Most High required that with the time, so you could be paying for your sins here on earth right now. When you be born backward, let's say you got 3 heads and 15 fingers and 20 toes. That's your judgment, man, for what you did in the past. You know?
That backs up that second Ezra 14:35 too. Right back to it. The judgment. All right. When we live again.
This is Revelation chapter 1,
Verse 7, it said, behold, he comes with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, amen.
He says he's coming back in the cloud. That's those chariots, okay? It says every eye shall see him. Every eye shall see him, even those that pierced him. So that means those Romans are back here right now. Okay? Consider the times when they have to be back here right now. All right?
This is Ecclesiastes 3:17. I said in my heart that the Most High shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work.
God, he's going to judge the righteous and the wicked. Okay? He's going to judge the righteous and the wicked. And who is the righteous? The righteous is the nation of Israel. And Esau the wicked is Esau Edom, according to Malachi 1 and 4. All right?
It's back to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 3. Which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air.
Wow, so you think they're just going to disappear? You know, once they die, nothing's going to happen.
well, I got to go back to Ecclesiastes, man. It said, Ecclesiastes chapter, chapter 3, verse 20. It says, all go unto one place, all are of the dust, and all turn to dust again. It said, who knows the spirit of man that goes upward, and the spirit of the beast that goes downward to the earth.
He said, all read that again.
This Ecclesiastes 3 and 20. It said, all go unto one place, all are of the dust, and all turn to dust again.
So, these money, he said, we all turn to one place. As the scriptures say, we have to all appear before the judgment seat. Okay?
Yeah, cause see, that's why, even like when you go to these funerals, what do the preachers say? From ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Because they know that your body, this body right here, which is a dirt, a clay, returns back to the earth. Your spirit goes back to the Most High. You know, back to your
The spirits,
That's right.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return to the Most High who gave it.
Yep. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. But they don't finish it to say that the spirit returns back to the Heavenly Father. They teach your spirit, if you wicked, your spirit goes down to an imaginary place in the middle of the earth called hell. No, hell just means a grave or a condition played out here on earth, man. You know what I'm saying? Because even Job tell you, even the wicked are at rest in the spirit world.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 4. And our names shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance. And our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist. that is driven away with the beams of the sun and overcome with the heart thereof.
Okay, well, yeah, so he's pretty much yeah, so here again, they think, you know, once they pass away, after all the stuff that they get on, they're just gonna disappear. Okay? Everything, there will be no trace of what they've done. That's not true. As long as you have offspring, that comes back. Alright?
Hey, read that first part of
This verse 4, it says, and our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance.
That's actually what Jake does. Remember, Jake go all out at first. When Pookie died, they get a T-shirt with his face on it and said, R.I.P. always and forever Pookie. But then after 2 weeks passed by, they done forgot about Pookie.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Pookie was just a memory in the wind.
Yep. It says, and our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud. It shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun and overcome with the heat thereof.
Yeah, so they think they're just going to vaporize, be no more. That comes back. Those sins will be visited again.
And that's what they do with heavy wickedness too. They're like, look, and I'm a YOLO spirit, right? You only live once. I'm gonna just go all out, all manner of wickedness, and they think they don't have to pay for that.
Yep.
Verse 5, Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 5. For our time is a very shadow that passes away, and after our end there is no returning. For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again.
That contradicts the precept the brother brought out, 2 Ezra 14 and 35. Read that again.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 14, and verse 35. For after death shall the judgment come, and we shall live again.
After death, when the judgment comes, we shall live again. So you're coming back for that judgment. Okay?
And then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared.
The names of the righteous shall be manifest. You're going to know who the righteous are. Okay? You know who they are, and the ungodly, you know who you are. That's Esau Edom. Okay?
And even 2/3 of our people are ungodly.
I mean, and like certain babies, like maybe like conformity, like older person, like wheelchair or whatever, to look at like, damn, like that man must have been wicked in his past life. Because ultimately, when you come to this thing, the Lord gives you that knowledge, you know when you see certain things that you know the Lord judge that individual in their past life.
What was the story of the blind man in Australia? They asked what they would do before.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 6. It says, come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth.
That's pretty much like you're saying, that's going to the Holy Spirit. Okay, you only live once. Let us enjoy the good things that are present. That means the now. It's available right now. Let's enjoy it. All right?
Hey.
But look though, the one on the right felt convicted though.
Yeah.
He was trying to let his hand go, but the other one held tight to his hand.
Staying strong.
Yeah. Represent for the culture.
Right.
Gotta stand up for the alphabet.
Yeah. This is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 7. Let us fill ourselves with the costly wine and ointments.
What's crazy is even the alphabet cereal was named.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
Back to first Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 7. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass by us.
God, the costly wine, so people take the most expensive things. And what do they do now? That's when they go in and take things from other nations. And they take all their riches and things. Okay? And it says, and let no flower of the spring pass by us. So they don't take that flower before it has a chance to wither. Take it when it's in its best state. And that's what they do. All right?
That's why I'm saying when you wicked, man, you might don't live up. Wicked, don't live out with yourself. That's 2 verse 6, man. All right, live your best life, man. Because after this, it's over. All right,
Verse 8. It says, let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion, and our lot is this.
Now, he just said, let us leave tokens and signs of our joyfulness. And get that word voluptuous right.
It's voluptuous in an online etymology. Is of or pertaining to desires or appetites. It says full of pleasure, delightful, pleasure, delight, enjoyment, satisfaction, pleasure.
So that's all carnality, okay? That's all carnality. He says, let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place. So it's how you see that he's an unstable-minded person. He just said up above that he's going to disappear. There will be no traces of them left. Yet here he says he's going to leave tokens. That's Psalms 49:11. Somebody will grab that.
And then what we know, Esau got the fatness of the earth. That's a blessing.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 49, verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
Forever. So if it's going to continue forever, I'm only saying in one sense that that they won't leave a trace of themselves. All right.
And their dwelling places to all generations.
So there again, remembrance of them, no trace of them to all generations.
They call their lands after their own name.
God, that's what they do. All these streets names, what they call us as a byword, Africa, named after Edomite, Eosepio Africanus. America, named after Amerigos Vespucci, another Edomite. All right? And for you so-called Negroes who believe that, you have to understand, it doesn't work that way. You cannot be African American. Okay? That's the seed of two Edomites from two different time periods. Gestating in one womb, forming with recessive genes, formulating a nation of people with dominant genes. Don't work that way.
Hey, just like that Edomite a few weeks back, walked past. Jesus isn't a Nigerian. Who said we were Nigerian?
Right.
But see, that's the belief of the world, man. That's what they believe.
I was going to say, for token, I think it's just like different statues, monuments, landmarks, things that Esau has left behind, or things that gained in wickedness. You can go to certain statues and monuments, they got this little text, how, like the origin of those monuments. The statues and monuments, they got this little text upon them, telling them like pretty much the origin of those monuments and statues. Right? Those are pretty much, those tokens that Esau Edom has left behind.
All right. Hey, where you see that? Greece, Rome,
You got a lot of those terms pulled down over here.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Back to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man.
What's the poor righteous man? That's the nation of Israel. Sorry, babe.
Let us not spare the widow.
Hey, matter of fact, back in the day, you used to do this rap called Poor Righteous People.
God.
That's before you know.
Got lost there.
Should have got the consciousness, man.
Yeah.
It says, let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age.
God, that goes back into just like the verses too, where he said he would have no regard for our young or old. Okay.
Bubba Max.
That's that man from Big League Chew.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10, verse 2. The wicked in his pride does persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
God, all the devices they do is imagine this wickedness. All of the devices are wickedness. All right.
Psalms 83:5 says, "Where they have been associated together with one of sin." Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh.
He's asking Yahweh not to, be silent while we're going through these things. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 2 says, For lo, thy enemies make it tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their hand.
That tumult goes into a war cry. All right? Against Yahweh.
Verse 3 says, They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy enemies.
That's the definition of crafty. They have taken crafty counsel.
Crafty from the etymon of one, skillful, clever, learned, strong, powerful, skillful, ingenious, cunning, sly, skillful in scheming.
Okay, so pretty much they've taken every avenue necessary in the best way. Okay, they've got into these scriptures and read and they know what to do. Okay, crafty counsels to keep us going off. All right, putting pork in all of the food, defiling everything, making all of the clothing out of mixed fabrics. You go to these jobs back in the 60s and 70s, have the being cut off their beards and stuff. They made that policy too. Okay, crafty counsel against us to keep us going on. All right.
What else is part of the crafty counsel? Attacking our children to make them sodomites.
Yep. Right.
To confuse them. You got little Timmy teaching them it's okay for Timmy to be Tanya. And teaching Tanya it's okay to be Tyrone. That's part of the crafty counsel. That's part of what? Population control. That's part of eugenics. You see what I'm saying? To what? Cut off Israel as a nation. You get what I'm saying? What else is part of the crafty counsel? You got the Trilateral Commission, you got the Council of Foreign Relations, you got the G Summit, the all these summit meetings, all of them are part of the crafty council. What? To further oppress you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, to try to kill Israel, man. You see what I'm saying?
Believe in the United States government.
Yeah.
Believe in the science, believe in the technology.
Yeah. Because they're coming back with what? These boosters again.
Yep.
That's part of the crafty council. Because, man, it's a known fact that a lot of people have died from the juicy juice. It's even articles and reports on the web that says a lot of people have received adverse side effects from the juicy juice, but yet they're still pushing it for you to take. Now it's coming back up again. See what I'm saying?
One of those side effects is that enlarged heart.
Yeah.
Yep. Right, yeah. And the blood clots.
Yep.
All them athletes, man.
Yep.
Young athletes dying, man.
That was last summer. Yep. All of them dying from taking their juicy juice.
Then you have that one NBA player, he had to be sidelined 20 years old at blood clots. They had a plain bill of health all his life.
That's what the C-19 caused. You know what I'm saying? When I was in the hospital, they were trying to keep me from getting clots. Because that's the known cause of clots in your blood vessels, in your lungs, and heart and veins. That's the known cause. Go ahead.
Becky.
Isaiah 29:15 says, Woe to them that seek peace to hide their counsel from the Lord, and the works are in the dark. And they say, Who seeth us, and who knoweth us?
That's because they have no fear of the Most High. They don't think that He sees everything. The scriptures say His eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. He sees everything. You can't hide from the Most High. He's the one who created you. He created the deceived and the deceived. Okay?
Well, see, that goes back to them councils too.
Yeah.
Them secret councils that they do.
And also, the secret catch us on guard.
Yep.
Right? They put it in the public eye and told you exactly what they were doing. A lot of Israelites are like, no, we ain't doing it. But they do it secretly and give you little things like David Jamil, he jumped on. something else, or they're doing something devious behind those
You like this thing with Ukraine. You don't even hardly hear nothing about this Ukraine situation. No war.
It's still going on. Hey, we're going through a full-blown famine, but we worry about all the other BS, man. Like the Roe versus Wade.
Yeah.
Now that's bullshit. Now that's that trial with Johnny Depp. Yeah, that's right. You know, they keep your mouth yourself to BS. Yeah. All right, but behind closed doors, like the scripture, they're doing all types of wickedness, man. They're passing all kind of laws and bylaws, man, to suppress the Israelites, man. All right, go ahead.
Case in point, when they passed that anti-lynching bill, at the same time they were passing another law giving the police more impunity to beat you up, you know, when they arrest you. They don't have to
put in the group with them Jakes in South Bend, Indiana.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? I mean, Jake should have just kept his mouth shut to deal with the police say, but at the same time, they didn't do nothing wrong. And the police were like, you know what, and just arrest him.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's part of that. But see, what people fail to realize, that's part of the NDAA Act, that Obama passed, man. The National Defense Authorization Act, where they got the right to just detain you for no reason without due process. They could just lock you away and throw away the key. Your family never hear from you again, man. Right. Right.
You ain't in the system at all.
Right.
And you seen that a little bit with that Brittany Griner in Russia. They didn't hear from her for weeks until they finally was, oh yeah, she's over here.
Psalms 83:4 says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
That's the thing. They take that out of everything. You know, we have so many different names that they call us. You had colors, Negroes, African Americans, okay? You have all of that, all right? They're not going to call you Israelites, okay?
Hey, click your heels 3 times.
But if they call you, if they end up having to call you Israelites, then that's going to cause a problem with the small hats living over in the land right now. Okay? You got to correct all of that.
Jacob's waking up to the truth, man. Yep. All right, so that's why they send these different agents, all right, to do things and to put Jake back to sleep. Like even Charleston White, he's low level, but still they're using him because Negroes are low level, man. Yep. So they're using low level niggas to rock you back to sleep. Because if you look at the comments when I was watching the video, when you look at the comments, you can see Jake is really entertained and they really believe it. Yep. All right, and they use these different things to because they know Jake like controversy. Yep. All right, so they'll use things like that. They're crafty. They study all things, man. Yep. They study you Israelites from the river to the Cuban. Yeah.
Scripture say, thou art wiser than Daniel. Yep. There's no secret that can hide from you. Just like the brother Oscar was saying, you know. Esau, study this. It's like, in the book of Ezekiel, it says that thou art wiser than Daniel, and nothing can be hid from Esau, because as the brother Oscar was saying, Esau, Lord, because Esau wants to keep us oppressed. All right, so he studies our people, see, what detriments us, so to speak. All right, and he pushes those against us. All right.
That's why even the shows like, you know how they do it, even the shows like Family Feud, where they search the 100 people to get the best answer. All right, and the number one answer is this. All right, that's how they do get their statistics. They'll study 100 Jakes, all right, and they'll put them in different scenarios and to get out different results from them. All right, so they'll know, hey, the masses of them will act like this. You're going to have a few that's going to disagree, but for the most part, most of them will act like this, so let's do this.
They'll be eating my answers. Yeah. Because they'll be dumb-ass answers,
And that's why Esau does all these surveys on everything. Yeah. They're always trying to, they said everything's a science experiment.
Rate this, rate that.
Well, since you said that, remember them old Dateline, remember they had the good doll and the bad doll?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the black kids, they have black little boys and black little girls. They have a white doll and a black doll. I'm like, which one is the good doll? They'll automatically go to the white doll and say, which one is the bad doll? And they'll go to the black doll.
Psalms 83 and 6, it says, Psalms 83 and 6, it says, the tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom, that's the so-called white man.
Yeah, that's a so-called white man. That was said too low. That's so-called white man. Yeah. You Edomites, you so-called white people, man.
That's right.
That's your biblical nationality.
That's right. That's right.
You're not Japheth. You're not Chinese. You're Edomites.
Right.
Right. Go ahead. That's
That
right.
nigga right there. Right there.
Thank you. That nigga there.
And the Ishmaelites
Ishmaelites, those the Arabs today.
of Moab,
Moab, that's your Chinese today.
and the
Hagarenes, those are your Hamites.
Today they'll be known as Africans.
Africans. Yep.
verse 7 says, Gabal, Ammon,
Ammon, that's your Japanese.
Amalek.
Amalek. That's your so-called small X. The Jewish. Okay. The first of the nations. Okay. That's how, right here. That's how we know. The first of the nations.
Amalek is the ones that the skinheads call kites.
Yeah. Short for Amalekite.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because when I was a kid, I used to be like, what the hell? Who the hell is kites?
Right.
I was like, those ain't people that fly in the sky.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You're a kite until you fly in the sky. You know what I'm saying? But as you get older, and the truth and learn, that's short for Amalekite.
Yep.
Fake Jews. Because those are not the real Jews. The real Jews is on camera right now.
That's right.
Go ahead.
The book of Exodus chapter 17 verse 16. For he said, because the Lord it's the book of Exodus chapter 17 verse 16. For he said, because the Lord hath sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation.
Amalek is generation to generation. So he's still here. Okay? That's you people living over in the land. That's you people in Ukraine. Okay? Just saw that article from last year.
Hey, what's up, man? Put this on the news, man. I know who he is.
Hey, he thought he was
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, we had those 130 Ukrainians talking about they coming back to the homeland.
Yeah, he probably on Channel 4 News on March 20th. Yeah, but see, that goes back to when we were reading the Wisdom of Solomon, that proves reincarnation, because he said he's going to have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Because it tells you in Ecclesiastes that there's no end of all people, man. So the Amalekites are back here again. Matter of fact, we like maybe about half a mile to a mile away from an Amalekite hospital, Eskenazi.
Yep. Change the name of that too. Yep.
Go ahead. To see it's Eskenazi, but I guarantee it come from Ashkenaz.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. And they known for killing people over there at the hospital, especially Jake. So I'm not lying. Go ahead. Joe is right.
That's why the quote unquote homeless and the insurance people be on.
Eskenazi, Methodist. evidence to the people. Yep. All right. They did it here. Go ahead, brother.
Psalms 83 and 7. And Ephah, and the Philistines, the inhabitants of Tyre.
That's going into, man. All these nations, man, they do not like the Israelites. No matter how much they shut the jab with you, smile in your face, man. It's an everlasting hatred that these nations got against you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, even the ones that are on a low level, they know it's something different about you, man. Yep. And it's an automatic hatred there, man. Yep. They feel intimidated, all right, and they start doing things. They'll do things, all right, to try to irritate you or try to get you fired, man, for no reason, man. All right, because they know it's a spiritual thing, man. Yep. All right, go ahead. Even when I went in Five Below earlier in Avon, you know what I'm saying? Now, it was like maybe 20 people in the store, and this white customer service person was in there. Out of all the people in the store, he gonna come to me and ask me, "Do you need some help?" Watching me and everything in the store. You know what I'm saying? I could have got mad, but I didn't. I already knew what it was, man. You know what I'm saying? Why is you asking me and watching me? If you got 19 other people in the store, you ain't said nothing else too, man. It's all spiritual. See what I'm saying? You got money in your pocket. You don't pose no threat. You going there Five Below. Now, what am I going to steal out of Five Below? These are $5 items, man. You mean I got $5 in my pocket, man? Come on now.
Hey, but it's the start of them to hate us, man. Yeah. That's their job. They do that's what they do.
That perpetual hate.
Yep. Exactly.
Go ahead.
This with the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
It's an old destruction. Okay, and all they do is practice evil. Okay, and what's that? Evil meaning bad times. But everybody, including some of their own. Okay, and they say when the morning
you avoid them. I mean, just do what you gotta do. You answer their question they ask you, blah, 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 blah. You going back to business. You don't gotta be around hobnobbing and trying to get in good with the supervisor and boss. No, even on my job, I got the philosophy of out of sight, out of mind. I ain't trying to be in your face. You know what I'm saying? After the meeting is over, I'm going about my business. You know? Go ahead. Right. I'm trying to be out of your face. Hey, Carlos, how's the family? That's none of your business. Right.
I ain't buying it.
You know what I'm saying?
Verse 15. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away.
That's pretty much what I was just saying. Stay away from them.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying. But who shall pity and trouble them?
That's right. That's right.
That's why the Lord gave you this morning. Man, stay away from it, man. So if you get benefit, you get taken out by them, that was your own.
For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause something to fall.
They can't go to sleep unless they doing something evil and wicked, all right? They can, they just won't.
Verse 17. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of life.
They eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of life. What do you do when you eat and drink? You nourish yourself. Okay? That's what they do. Nourish themselves with wickedness and violence, all right?
That's how Esau acts for real, man.
to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is the power of their hands.
That's right, it's in the power of their hands. Okay? How do we know that? Because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. According to Job 9:24. Alright?
Verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
Go over there, taking people's land. Okay? Installing their democracy. Alright? Going in there, nothing to happen. Alright? So, oppress a man, even a man in his heritage. Okay? Like I was saying earlier, our heritage is the half year. Okay? There's a corporation that has to cut them off. Just had this thing called the Brown Act in California. You know, they don't want us to, wear our hair, but we're actually clothes. Okay? That's how you address our heritage. You know, right? An example of it.
Hey, yeah, our hair is considered unprofessional, man. Yep. They teach it all that through elementary, man. You got high and tight, you know, people clean shit in the face, but that's how, you know, that's the system.
What is verse 3? Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, for which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil.
So pretty much that's the purpose of Yahweh going to return that evil upon them, everything that they did. We know that. We do 35 and 5, they would have 1 and 18. A wholesome scripture that tell you they will be recompensed for the things that they did. Right? Revelations 13 and 10. Okay? Ezekiel 25, 12 and 14. Yeah, we know. We're going to get you, okay?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and verse 20. It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
That's just what we're saying. It's woe unto them. That's destruction. Okay. So when they switch those things around, it's everything to the laws, statutes, and commandments. You know, like this outfit here. You know, they turn around and make it happen. That's what it is. Okay. About to overturn this old verse 12. Okay.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, a very good thing, because right now you sacrifice your whole. Okay.
But then too, when women are having abortions, especially Israelite women, they killing the prophet.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? Because you don't know that child could have been a prophet of the Lord. And you done got him sucked out of your body so you continue being a whore.
For convenience.
Yeah, because you mad at J-Rock because he with Taquisha down the street.
Hey, remember them videos we seen? They're twerking in the playing band.
Yep.
FM is his baby.
Yep.
That's like he's on.
Go ahead. Go back. Stop more.
This is back in Micah chapter 2, verse 4. In that day shall one take up a parable against you, and lament with the doleful lamentation, and say, we be utterly spoiled, ye have changed the portion of our people, thou hast ye removed it from me, turning away, ye have divided our fields. This is the book of Micah chapter 2, verse 4. In that day shall one take up a parable against you, and lament with the doleful lamentation, and say, we be utterly spoiled, have changed the portion of my people, thou hast ye removed it from me, turning away, ye have divided our fields.
And how have we divided our fields? Well, number one is taking us from our homeland. You know what I'm saying? Even over here in Babylon, aka America, what he's what? Taking our homes from us. You know what I'm saying? Taking our heritage from us. Taking everything from us, man. You know what I'm saying? We have nothing here in Babylon. You get what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. Right.
Still gonna make my law.
Give me your false sense of hope of paying a mortgage on some land that's not even yours, man. You know what I'm saying?
You better keep your license removed.
That's right. You better pay them property tax or your house is gone. I don't care if your house is paid off. You don't pay them property taxes, their land is gone. See what I'm saying? And then what else do Esau do? Something called eminent domain, man. See what I'm saying? Like if they want to build a highway by your house, they'll offer you 10,000. If you reject that, well, now it's up to the government. They can come and take your house. See what I'm saying? Or what else they do? Like Monsanto, they'll throw a kernel of corn on your property. As soon as that stalk grows, it belongs to them. You know what I'm saying?
That's wicked.
That's right, man. Go ahead.
Add to your point of the things that we did have, they took and burned down. What came out this year, burying those whole cities under lakes.
Yeah.
Hey, all the children's bodies being found in these old schools and stuff. All of the Lord is totally revealing Esau here.
The skirt has been lifted.
Yep. That's right.
Go ahead. Who said they had a precept?
This is Psalms 55 and 21 says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but more was in his heart.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. So he's going to come talk to you, ease his way. But the thing is, he's thinking about overthrowing you. Throwing you in there and killing you. All right? The stimulus stuff. Giving the $1,400 for stimulus. All right? And that's nothing. After you pay billions to him over your lifetime.
His words were soft, was a strong sword. They got their sword ready to cut you, ready to kill you, right? Take you out. That's the perpetual hatred. I'm telling you, it's a sword. That was his lesson, the sword. Okay? He's going to use it to the fullest.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is wickedness.
God, it says, never trust your enemy. Never trust your enemy. That's not at any time. Was iron rusted, so is his wickedness. What causes iron to rust? Okay? The oxidation causes that iron to rust. So as long as this Esau Edom is breathing, you don't trust him.
Though he humble himself, crouching, then take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
God, so that's the thing. He's going to come to you smooth tongue, offer you things, try to be your friend, and all of that, but that wickedness is still there. All right, he said to never trust him. Hello, never trust him.
That's what you know where this is. There you go.
Set him not by thee, at least when he hath not known it. Set him not by thee.
Stay away from him.
You see, look, that was an example on that bus. It said, fact, blacks are 4 times more likely to get kidney disease. It just said that on that bus. It said, fact.
At least when he hath overthrown thee, he stands up to thy place. Neither let him step thy right hand, take thy seat. If thou at the last remember my word and be pricked therewith.
God, he said, he want to take your place. He wants to take you out. Okay? Don't sit by this. Don't step by him. All right?
He have taken our place. He called himself the Jews. He called himself Israeli. Right. So when somebody said the name Jew, they think of these fake Jews over there in the land of Israel, or even the Jews around here in Indianapolis walking with the Shirley Temple curl and the yarmulke on. See what I'm saying? Now when we say we the Jews, they laugh at us. They make mockery of us. Y'all can't be the Jews. Y'all are not the Jews. See what I'm saying?
They have not, they don't fit any other curses. They don't fit anything in the scriptures except the wicked.
Verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent?
God, he said, who will pity a charmer? So the thing is, if you know that's a snake, what are you going to do it to him? You know, that, what was that famous analogy Muhammad Ali gave? He said, 10,000 snakes coming down, 1,000 if I could. What I'm going to do? Pick out the 1,000? No. I'm roughly paraphrasing, but a snake is a snake. You don't deal with them. Don't charm them. Don't try to be their friends. Okay? Because again, there's a perpetual hatred of you by Esau Edom.
Well, that's what Esau do. They get a venomous African python and try to raise them from birth. Come on, this is my pet, Yolanda, or Becky, or Adam. You know, and let them crawl out on their arm, and you know what I'm saying. Then the snake get out the cage and crawl up in little Timmy's baby bed and strangle the hell out of them, and they wondering why. I raised him from a baby. He's so gentle. Why did he kill my baby? It's a snake, fool. You can't domesticate an undomesticated animal, man. See what I'm saying? Like you see on YouTube, people trying to domesticate raccoons and possums and coyotes. The only reason they're coming up to you is for food. Now wait till that food run out. Exactly. Yep. Bucky is gonna bite you in your face, man.
You start to look like the old school cartoons. You look like a snake.
Chicken leg, or them a roll of hot dog. You know?
Says, Sirach 12 and 13, back to the top. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast? So one that goes to a sinner.
So all you people that took that juicy juice, we don't feel sorry for you. We try to tell you, danger, this is poison, danger, stay away from it. But then, when we did try to tell you, guess what? YouTube hit our pages talking about some medical misinformation. Yep. How is it medical information? And when we got the proof, even America showing you the proof that these people are dying from the juicy juice. You know what I'm saying? So how is that medical? The real medical misinformation is from your own government telling you it's okay to take this juicy juice. We're here to help you, not to harm you, but as soon as you take it, you start feeling changes in your body. See what I'm saying? Your arms stop working. Just like you had some people had numbers lighting up in their arm and their arm turned magnetic. You know what I'm saying?
It was that other one, the palsy, the face was
Yeah.
Miles Paul's.
Brother. You got to speak up, bro.
And it should be able to hear you.
I was saying, to back you up, that's why the book of Job said, ye are forgers of lies and physicians of no value. Because these medical items that you push forth are ultimately, you know yourself, and we know that they're not for the benefit of Jake. Because ultimately, we know that's part of your crafty counsel in order to get rid of the Israelites. But we know the prophecy that the Lord is always going to preserve a remnant. All right, you ain't going to get all of Jake. All right, you might get 2/3 of us, but not all of Jake. So Sirach 12 and 14. So one that goes to a sinner and defiled with him in his sins, who will pity?
God. So you go to a center and get involved with them, you know, they had no feelings for you. It's a wrap. You know, you're done. You're done. Like I said, both join hand in hand, you know.
Yeah, Proverbs 11:21. Yep.
Also, that's why the book of Corinthians said not to be unequally yoked with unbelievers. Because if you're an individual trying to be righteous, sitting around a wicked person, like that, that energy to hop off that person, hop onto you, you can start doing the same stuff they do. All right?
It's that
And those 3 and 3, two walk together unless they be agreed. Look how many scriptures is going out. Hey, that the Lord is giving that for our learning, man. That's why I said there's no pity child that's been by serpent, man. Because he done gave you the info what to do, man.
Sirach 12 and 15. For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tear.
Oh man, for a while he will abide with thee. Okay. So he will not tear to what? To help you keep falling. All right.
Verse 16. The enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit.
That's just what the brother brought up in Psalms 55 and 21. No, he gonna come to you smooth. But it's at the end of the day, your utter destruction is what he seeks. All right?
Yeah, that's what Joe Biden did, man.
Yep. You ain't black.
Yeah, you ain't black, you don't vote for me. All this nonsense, man. Kissing little black baby, all this stuff, man. And then what? Threw you into a pit. And what? The juicy juice. My patience is getting thin. See what I'm saying? But that's what you, hey, that was you. That's right. That's what you nigga all like you don't let Americans get, man.
He gave you
Yeah.
Hey, Mike got elected office for black officials. He was like, now hold on. Hey, he was trying to hear that shit no more. He got elected.
Then he called one.
Yeah. Yep.
You're a famous African American baseball player. To the Pope. To the Pope. The Pope didn't understand.
Yeah, that's right.
Because he was speaking in English. The Pope understand Latin, and the woman had to come up. You were just calling him an African American? But this is what you people pick for a president, man. An idiot.
Yeah.
So they give you American sheep a hope that you can grow up and be a president. It don't take brains to run this country. Yeah, look what you got right before your face, man. Anytime you call a pope a famous African American baseball player, come on, man. You're the moron.
You look at very nice here.
Yeah. Shook his hand and everything. Yeah, he was dead serious. Remember a couple of months back, Biden had a blind man lead him through the road. Then remember a couple of weeks ago, they got started up. I said, oh man, this is the president. This is who y'all voted for. Yep. Joke's on you. That's right, man.
Says he will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
So they will weep with his eyes, pretending to feel for you, but he will not be satisfied with blood.
And then bow.
Yeah, I guess I'll text him when I get up.
Says if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, then shall he undermine thee.
Say, you find him there first. More than likely, he was behind him.
Yeah.
The adversity, okay? 9 times out of 10, going around, delivered to Boston.
Look at FEMA. FEMA always there on the scene first. Why? Because they cause the attack. They know what's coming, man.
Man, right, man. For all the right equipment for the right national. Right.
Even with the stimulus checks and all that stuff.
All right, they want to get it to you, now they want it back. All right, so they ain't trying to help no Israelite out there. Nope. At all, man. So if you, the scripture say, water never go to these for help. Like you going to these other nations for help, man, you set yourself up for trouble, man, every time. All right? I'll go ahead.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord.
We the nations, man, and you trust their governments, man. You trust in all these different, they weaponry and all this stuff, man. That's gonna get you destroyed, man.
Right.
Because they don't got no love for you. Yeah. Can't nobody mess with America's military, especially two-thirds states that were in the military. Y'all the most powerful people there is, man. Y'all wake up with that veteran hat on, y'all go to sit with that thing on.
Well, that's them old Jakes. The young Jakes now, they know that they done messed up.
Yeah.
Some of them be like, I don't even know why you joined me.
Who posted that video of that Jake's sister in the car crying? Yeah, she's in the car crying.
Yeah, she's trying to figure it out. They're trying to find ways to get pregnant. How do I get out of this?
It's in water that before you went down. All right, that means the destruction is going to that water room, man. So when you go into these other heathen nations, man, the Lord is telling you, like we read Psalm 83, they hate you, man, that much, man. And your order to mass is in that full thought. All right, go ahead.
Rock 12 and 18. Rock 12 and 18. He will shake his head, clap his hands, and whisper much, and change his countenance.
As soon as you go down,
Got that.
Yeah, ain't that what Biden did?
Yep, sure did.
Biden did that, man.
Yep.
About the juicy juice.
Got what you wanted?
Yep.
Yes.
Now you back to what he said you would.
Yep. And a lot of you only voted for him because of Obama. Not knowing that, Obama was one of them Africans he was talking about in Psalms 83. All right, he come from that lineage.
Now they voted for Biden because they thought Trump was evil as hell.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? They thought they were doing themselves a service by giving them Biden. Because he really fooled y'all with Kamala Harris. He really fooled y'all. Oh yeah, he got a sister on the team. You know what I'm saying? He just a dummy. Right.
Despite all that, they knew his track record. What was that law he signed in 1994?
Three strikes or whatever.
Yeah, 3 strikes rule. Yeah, we'll put it. Clinton was. And he was proud to tell that he drafted it. He wrote it. Okay. He was the one that told Justice Roberts in his confirmation, like in 2005, he's going to rule on this MOTV. All right.
Remember,
it's here.
But remember, Biden even said that he didn't want his children to grow up with African Americans.
Taking on my kids.
Yeah.
Taking on my
Exactly.
I got a quick one on this. It's Lamentations 4 and 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain health. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. Right, hey, that's right. Our people are trusting in American government. I'm trusting the system is vain health, man. It's useless because why? This place is going to destroy you. That's why I said, look, Michael 2 and 10. Arise you in the heart. This is not your rest, man. All right, but Jake wanna plant their roots in this wicked place, man. All right, they want to stay rooted and built up in this place, man. All right, hey, just like Charles Survive, man. He just wants to be a nigga, man, and he's proud of it.
He said he loved that white shit.
Yeah,
he loved the white man.
Yeah.
A lot of people live the same way. That's the modern day Uncle Ruckus.
Man. His eye jacked up too, just like Uncle Ruckus.
Go back to the verses. He said you will be brought in to serve your enemies. And you will always be
So you always be the borrower and not the lender.
Yep, right.
Isaiah 47 verse 2. Take the milestone and grind in, uncover thy locks, make bare.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 26, verse 25. When he speaketh fair, believe him not. For there are 7 abominations
Wait a
in
minute.
his heart.
Read that again.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 26, verse verse 25. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart.
Speaking fair, but believe him not. 7 abominations. What's the definition of abomination? That's what it is. Things that are detestable.
Whose hatred is covered by deceit, his wickedness shall be shewed before the whole congregation.
It says his hatred is covered by deceit. That's the thing. He's going to come to you talking to going on to school and what? Okay? There's war in his heart. All right?
It's the book of Proverbs chapter 26, verse 25. When he speaketh fair, believe him not.
So when anytime he said anything so-called good out of his mouth, don't believe it. If he says, okay, you like at one point Esau was doing what is known as amnesty or some shit. You turn your gun in and you get forgiven of a crime. That was all the setup. See what I'm saying? Anything Esau says, take 4 ibuprofen to cure, let's say, a toenail injury. Don't believe him. And then later on, they're going to turn around and say, they're saying ibuprofen are cancerous. You can't trust nothing that Esau said, man. See what I'm saying? That's why I said when we speak fairly, believe him not, man. Just like with the whole juicy juice, the C19, all this nonsense. See what I'm saying? Because he tried to play it off like it's all good. Even with this famine coming up, he tried to make it seem like it's no big thing. Like America's going to bounce back and recover. No, it's over. See what I'm saying? Especially when diesel reached like, hell, $8, $9, it's over, man. You get what I'm saying? It's already, at some states, it's already 7. Truckers can't drive when diesel gets too high. Therefore, they can't bring the supply to the stores. Just like the containers. You don't hear nothing else about the containers no more, man. They just out there floating in the ocean, man. Your tater tots and French fries, they done all spoiled out there in the ocean, man. See what I'm saying?
Hey, my wife went to Costco yesterday. One watermelon was $10. See? A small bag of salad was $9 and some change. Yeah. And it used to be what? Right. And it used to be like $2, $3. See, that's everything's going up, man. Hey, we here, man. Yep.
For there are 7 abominations in his heart. 7
just means completion. But there's more abominations, filthy wicked acts in his mind. That's what it means by the heart, meaning his mind. See what I'm saying? Because this devil, these Edomites, these so-called white people, they're evil as hell, man. They don't want us ruling this earth, man, this world. They don't want us pushing homosexuality on your kids, man. They teach it in the schools and everything, man. They the ones that got the image up like they're the Lord and Savior, and they're not, man. The Bible tells you that the Lord is a so-called black man, not a white man. See what I'm saying? That's the lies that these white people tell, man. But then when you put it in their face, they get angry about it. They call the cop, oh, it's hate speech. No, it ain't hate speech. It's hate speech when you call our people niggas and coons and monkeys and porch monkeys, man. That's hate speech. Having our people worship women called Mother's Day. That's hate speech. Telling everybody that the Lord died for everybody. That's hate speech, man. That's not the truth according to the Bible, man. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Whose hatred is covered by deceit.
Whose hatred is covered by what? Deceit. Which is what? Lies. They showed you that we're what? The juicy juice. We're doing this for your well-being and your benefit. No, you're not. You're trying to kill the children of Israel, man. That's your whole agenda. Why you think the chemtrails have got worse? Yep. It's supposed to be spring here in Indianapolis. It's been cloudy and rainy for the last 2 weeks, man. We may have seen maybe a day or two of sunshine, and that's like from 9 o'clock until about 12 noon, and then it's back cloudy and rainy again, man. See what I'm saying? This keeps you in a what? Depressed state of mind. And it's all part of the agenda, man. What you think Esau, the so-called white man, deals with? Witchcraft. Everything you see on TV is what? Witchcraft. Even a mayonnaise commercial is what? Witchcraft, because you got two men kissing each other, dealing with mayonnaise. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
His wickedness shall be shown before the whole congregation.
Is it not shown before the whole congregation? Who runs the TV station? So-called white man. See what I'm saying? Who owns the internet? So-called white man. Who owns the radio station? So-called white man. He the one pushing this evil agenda on you people, man. And you people fall for a hook, line, and sinker. It's okay for my son to be non-binary or non-conformative or trans. No, it's not. That's not what the scriptures say, man. A boy is born a boy and a girl is born a girl, man. See what I'm saying? When you agree with this transgender movement, that means you're guilty with the wickedness of this world, man. Therefore, you will be punished also. So don't be surprised when little Timmy or AKA Tanya get hit by a bread truck. That's judgment from the Lord, man. And if you're a parent that's in agreement with that, you're going to die too, man. Point blank period, man. This is a wicked and evil society, man. Go ahead, brother.
It's Proverbs 11 and 21. Though hand join in hand.
Though hand join in hand. Though you agree with the wickedness, what's going to happen, bro?
The wicked shall not be unpunished.
The wicked shall not be unpunished. All the wicked of this society will die.
That's right.
You will face death. If you love evil, you will face death. See what I'm saying? Because what does America promote? Satanism, man. Remember a couple years back, they marched Baphomet all over America, man. Now you got Satanism taught in the schools to the kids, man. That's part of their curriculum now. Is what? Satanic learning, man. You see what I'm saying? That's why this place got to be destroyed and burned, man. I hate this evil, wicked place, man. Go ahead.
But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
But the seed of the righteous, who is that? That's the elect of the nation of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Even you Israelite foreigners that look like the other nation, but your seed line goes back to Israel. See what I'm saying? Those are the righteous. Those are the only ones that the Lord loves. The Lord don't love everybody on the planet. Contrary to popular belief. Contrary to your lying pastor in the church. See what I'm saying? Joel Osteen is telling you lies. T.D. Jakes is telling you people lies. They're not telling you the truth according to the Bible. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Everyone that is found, from Big Mama to Papa to Mama to your Aunt Betsy to your Mama Betty Ann, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, man. Everyone. Go ahead.
And everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Everyone that is joined unto them, just like the brother just read, go hand join in hand. So if you're in agreement with this wickedness, like Mother's Day that's coming up, guess what? You will die. The Lord is going to kill you. You will die. Right? See what I'm saying? You're not supposed to celebrate Mother's Day. That's a wicked holiday, man. Go ahead.
The book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Yeah, man, so it said that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man. All right, that's going into Esau Edom, the so-called white men, especially the elites of Esau Edom. All right?
Hey, excuse me, sir. Hey, see, look at the back of his shirt. The skull and bones, man. That's witchcraft, man. You ain't got the nerve to have St. Paul under it, man. Paul was an Israelite. The only saints could be what? Israelite. It tell you in the book of Psalms, man. See, that's an example right there. Witchcraft. Skull and bones, man. Go ahead. That don't mean he's a pirate. No, that's witchcraft. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, so, the wicked, all right, being Esau Edom, the elites of Esau Edom, they're the ones that's controlling the earth. All right, and they're the same ones that built an oppressive system to keep our people going on. Right? They have the power to do whatever they want for an appointed time, or before they get taken out. And it said that they covered the faces of the judges thereof. All right, if you go on the internet and you look up Russian icons, all right, going into iconoclasm, all right, which iconic meaning image plasm going into destruction. All right, they destroyed the true images of the saints of what the men of this book look like, and they set themselves up to be who the so-called judges. But how is that, man? When they carry that do as thou wilt spirit?
That nigga right there.
That nigga right there. That's him. Eat a pan. Yeah.
And you know, that image right there is an invention of the wicked, man. All right, because he's the same one that went throughout the four corners of the earth, all right, proclaiming that he's the righteous man of the Bible, man. But this man is the wicked man. All right, he goes completely contrary to Yahweh Ba'ashim. All right, and he got our people bugged out. You know, especially the Latin tribes, right, the Northern Kingdom. All right, they love this man, man. But this is an actual man. His name is Cesare Borgia, man.
Man, y'all gotta keep talking, bro. Keep talking, man. Y'all got time to make it. That was the woman in the red dress, man. Go ahead. Yeah, the woman in the red dress. Y'all got caught off guard, man. It got quiet, boy. Go ahead, man. Look, he done lost his train of thought, man.
It said, you know, at the end it said, if not, who is it, man? That's how you know who the man of sin is, man. All right, because this is the man that went throughout the four corners of the earth, are proclaiming that he's the righteous of the Bible, man. But that's an invention of the elites. All right, because the true judges, the true rulers, are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, or the Israelites, the true biblical Israelites of the whole church.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed.
Who's that wicked? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. You are the wicked of the scripture. All right? Pursuing the Malachi 1 and 4. Are you the border of wickedness? All right?
Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
And you've seen them do that, what? Through his men. All right, on the highways and byways, on these electronic devices, man. We're the mouthpiece of Yahweh Ba'ashim, man. All right?
It says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Yahweh shall come back with the angels, man. All right?
Man, that was kind of real, man. God, dog. He smoking on a pure tobacco leaf fresh out the dirt, right?
Yahweh shall come back, man. His great glory, man. His strongest man. Verse 9.
It says, even him who's coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders.
And is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, not that? Does his track record not prove that he is Satan? All right? And he's the devil, man, that the Bible speaks of? All right? Just look at his history, man. All right? That he's so proud of. All right?
Get Revelation 29.
This is the book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, said the Lord of hosts. And I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. All right, so ultimately, know glory Yahweh Ba'ashim is completely against you. We saw even so-called white man. All right, so ultimately, he says he's going to lift your skirts. And we know when your skirt is lifted, your most secret parts are uncovered. So, and how is the Lord doing that? As the brother brought out 2 Thessalonians, through his men. Because he said he would consume that wicked man with the spirit of his mouth. All right, and we know throughout the scripture that the Lord speaks to his prophets. All right, so the Lord is putting the spirit on his men to bring out all the atrocities and all the wickedness that you have committed during your time reigning the earth. All right?
Whistleblowers out there.
Like for the elect men to catch on, you know. All right, because we're not in their chambers, all right, they secret chambers, man. The Lord is allowing that information to be broadcasted, all right, for the elect to grab it, man, and to speak on it, man, and tell you what Esau and Edom is actually up to, man. All right, and filter it through the scriptures, man. Right? Because what does it say? Hey, they own the tongue shall follow from themselves. All right, so you got that, the way Egyptian versus the Egyptian.
Emotionally kept you.
We got a little bit more on that.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, the old serpent called the devil, and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world.
That's just a bag of thunder. This is the same man that was back then that's here now, causing the same chaos and turmoil all over the planet, man. Everything he touched dies. Everything he touched brings death. See what I'm saying? Nothing he does is good. He got our people running around here. When have you seen a black person born with purple hair, man? See what I'm saying? But who brought that on? Esau, the so-called white man. To make our people go off against the Lord, but then want to go to the Lord, look at your people down there. That's why the scripture said you're accused of our brother, man. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Mark?
No, that's it. And that's a future prophecy, because that ain't talking about that old church doctrine where Satan was kicked out of heaven with his angels down on it. No, they were kicked into hell. No, that's talking about a future prophecy. When they caught themselves using their space force to try to fight against Yahweh now shouting the angels, man. And they're going to lose tremendously, man. You can't fight against the angelic force. You're going to get your head knocked off, man. Go ahead. What you think you're going to do like in the movie Independence Day? Use a Pepsi can to break down the defense system? You know what I'm saying? No. Go ahead.
Isaiah 47 chapter.
That's Brad.
This is the book of Isaiah 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt.
Hey, that's talking about America and Babylon the Great, man. All right, there ain't no more throne, man. Now you're in a state of confusion, all right? Because this place is swelling down the toilet bowl drain, man. All right, and that's why it was said, Revelation 12 and 12, they had to come down with that great wrath, and they know about it has but a short time, roughly paraphrasing, man. All right, because their kingdom is about to be no more, man. All right, and you can tell.
But there is no throne left for Esau, because now he's starting to take our place. See what I'm saying? He's losing his power. Everything he does now, the cover has been blown off. Even his false flags attack be blown out the water, man. Because anytime something happens here in Babylon, guess what? The YouTubers are on it. Now look at this number right here. That's the symbol of the white man's wickedness. Everything be blown out the water, even with the subway shooting. You see what I'm saying? That was blown out the water by what? The YouTubers. You see what I'm saying? Another false flag event of America. And you have other Edomites just talking down on America. So you know this place is done. Because at one point, Edomites be ready to beat your ass. You talking about America. Why won't you go back to Africa then? Now they agree with you. Yeah, this place is hell. This country ain't shit. Hey, you know what I'm saying? They got flags flying around. Don't blame me, I voted for Trump.
Right,
you know?
Hey, now we're all in this together.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the top down. Hey.
Everybody lives matter.
Yeah.
For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Right.
Wow. See, look, that's an example right there. The number 13, that's an Illuminati number, man.
This is my son's birthday.
But it's still an Illuminati number, the number 13.
Once upon a time, too.
That's an Illuminati number. I was not 13.
You was 13.
Yeah, here in America, but that's not my number. That's not my real birthday. Go ahead. That's the wickedness of a man, and it's black. No life. No light. Go ahead.
Take the milestone and grind thy
Millstone.
Take the millstone.
Oh wait, you say tender and delicate. Right, this place ain't no tender and delicate. The American dream is dead, man. All right, this ain't the place with the white picket fence and the hot apple pie and the windowsill, man. Those days is over, man.
Well, see, going back to the wickedness, talking about a son's birthday, you know, he's supposed to be celebrating birthdays, man.
Right.
See that? But see, that's been taught to you by what? The so-called white man. See what I'm saying? Our people have been dumbed down to where they don't know nothing anymore, man. They think it's okay to celebrate birthdays. No, you're not supposed to celebrate your day of birth. Why? Because we're born into what? Captivity. This is our prison sentence. This is hell. What's that to celebrate our being a slave, man? See what I'm saying? That's why I tell you, Hosea 4 and 6, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. She ready to defend? This is my son's birthday. It might be his last.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the legs. Uncover the high pass over the river. High pass over the river. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen.
Yeah, and that's what you're saying, man. They've been totally exposed. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, has been totally exposed. All right, now they shame. That's why, hey, they shame the sin, and that's why you see them walk past our camp, man, their head down, you know, not trying to make eye contact because they know they're guilty, man. All right,
That's why they're trying to also remove historical events that happen out of these textbooks that they're teaching.
Right, right.
Right, but they're shame, man. Right, it's slavery. They're trying to take that out. They call it a migration or whatever they call it.
critical race theory.
They try to call that invention.
Yeah, knocking down all the monuments and stuff, man.
But see, that's what America's pushing more now that we enslaved our own people.
Yep, right.
And that Edomites were slaves too. Yeah, they was under King David. See what I'm saying? Even during the Dark Ages, yeah, they was slaves. But then they'll try to use it as, so you guys weren't the only ones that's slaves.
Right.
See what I'm saying? They didn't suffer the type of harsh punishment that we did, man.
The Lord is specifically talking about the Israelites.
That's right, man.
The slavery. He's not talking about no other nation going there. So what? You went into slavery, man. Like, so what? That's not what he's talking about, man. He's talking about the Israelites who are going into slavery. All right, so quit trying to twist the scriptures. No class and alone. Right. Go ahead. We didn't eat them either.
Right. We didn't eat them. We didn't cut their rods off. We didn't make them have sex with their own mothers and then come with the term motherfucker.
Breeding farms.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't do that, man. We ain't do butt breaking in front of the whole plantation like y'all did us, man. Tar and feather us to embarrass us, to whether the tar melts the skin off our bones. We didn't hang y'all in trees and make a postcard with everybody turn the point and look at the body on fire hanging from the tree. Exactly. We didn't do that, man. Y'all did that, man. And still doing it to this day, man.
That's why they used to taking pictures of us being murdered.
Go ahead, man.
Thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance.
That's why the Lord is bringing out all these different accusations. He's bringing out these, all your history, he's bringing it out.
Right.
Because now your shame is being seen, man. The Lord is not, so when you do get punished, man, and the Lord do destroy you, all the reasons going to line up, man. This is why this has to happen.
And I will not meet thee as a man.
That's a threat right there. That's right. I will not meet thee as a man, because he's coming back as an angelic force.
Yeah, that's not a threat, that's a promise.
Right. He didn't say I might, he said I will.
I will not meet thee as a man. Right. Let you know, man. He's coming back as that with the angelic force and that power, man. Oh, man, I'm waiting on that day, man.
This is Nahum 3 and 5. It says, Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. So that's why you got all these other countries and all these people that were in unison with the American Babylon, right? Now they're seeing all the BS that you do, man. Because you screwed them over all these peace treaties, man. They found out they got the wrong end of the deal. How you getting all our resources with quote-unquote protection, and we ain't got no say-so on what we do anymore, man. All right, because what? America goes in there and gives you that, that smile, like, hey, yeah, we're a team. Until what? You need something. Well, you know? Where, bro?
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Shame for glory, drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. Once upon a time, Esau, even so-called white man, you were in a glorious state, being able to benefit off the affliction of the children of Israel, benefit off the blood, sweat, and tears of the Israelites. I used to glory in that. I used to take pride in it. And now, since everything is coming out, since the Lord is exposing you through his men, all right?
Again, look. I'm already seeing
I'll go ahead and read that again. It's Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. So once there was a time when we were able to glory in off the blood, sweat, and tears of the Israelites and so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right, but now the Lord through his men is exposing you, bringing out all the wicked acts that you committed in the past. All right, and like the brother Oscar was talking about, you trying to take out, certain events that happened in history. But nah, see, the thing is, man, this as a process of hardcore, this is the year Yahweh trying to turn it up. So ultimately, that being said, the Lord's gonna bring out everything. All right, even the things we don't know that you've done against the children of Israel. All right, it says, the cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. Right? Because ultimately, that shame is coming upon you. Right? Because everybody is being alerted, on the things done in the past from the children of Israel. Right? Ultimately, that's bringing shame upon the whole nation of Esau Edom. All right. That's right.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, beginning of verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee, and thou shalt get drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked. So that's all those curses coming back. Even Jacob is going on to Esau Edom. They're about to have that same punishment that we have, and twice as long and twice as hard, all right? It says, thou shalt make thyself naked. It's like the brothers been saying earlier, you're being exposed for everything. 24/7, 365, you're being exposed for the stuff that you've been doing, all right?
Even for your symbolism, because I seen on YouTube a couple of weeks ago, even the symbol of the Timberland, they came from a hanging tree from the slavery days. Yep. While you jakes out here, you so-called Negro, you spending $300 for the pair of boots that represent your ancestors hanging from that tree, man.
These guys got two horses.
Yep.
Rick and Jake.
Jacob Paul, yep. Y'all spending. Yep.
That police badge, got a whip.
Yep. But you, Jay, be losing your mind over the stuff that Esau put out there in your face, man. Just because Esau say it's trending and popular, because he had these so-called superstars wearing them and stuff, man. Even like it just reminded me when this lady just walked by with the Ugg boots on. Then you got men wearing Ugg boots. Them was created for women. See what I'm saying? Looking like, those boots are like pound cake. And now you people are wearing, you men are wearing them, man. Go ahead.
It's the book of this is the rock 10 and 8. It says, because of righteous dealings and increase in riches got by deceit, the kingdom is transferred from one people to another. So yeah, Esau, you know, they got all their riches and things like that, you know, by deceit, deceiving Israel, the other nations, so yeah, the Lord's going, you know, translate the kingdom, translate, yeah, the rulership to Esau to Israel, all right? He's going to have everlasting rulership, all right?
And hey, he's into what? The children of Israel physically and spiritually, man. All right? Good, man, you got these Edomite families living off of old slave money, man.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Right. That's how they obtain their wealth. From slavery. Having picking cotton, tobacco, selling other slaves. But then they call it manifest destiny, man. See what I'm saying? That's why you have these old names like Oppenheimers and Rothschilds and the Kennedys and DuPonts and the Vandenbergs and Lees, the Merovingians and things like that, man. Off of what? Slave money, man. They didn't go out there. They didn't go out there and till the land themselves. No, they had old Jimmy Lee out there tilling the land with his hands. See what I'm saying? Look, he got an old Abraham Lincoln beard, man.
And they act like this money literally disappeared, man. And it's part of your Fortune 500 companies today, man. It's old money.
Yeah. And see, that was an example, because he had an old slave master beard, man. Nodding his head up and down, you know what I'm saying? Hey, just like the old plantation owners, man.
He is his forefather.
Exactly. Go ahead.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 4. It says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him." This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 4. It says, "Behold, the soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith."
Yes, look, that soul is lifted up. Is lifted up with what? Christ. It's not right in him, man. This white man's soul is not right, man. Look what he's doing. Man, look, even his own people is casualties of war, man. See what I'm saying? So where that leave you Israelites? You so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. You still think he love you? No. He show you that every day, man. And it came out to what? There's all kind of toxins in your tap water at home, man. Is that love? No. Why you think he took out copper piping out of the household? So he could poison you. Because copper was used as a healing agent. It purifies your water. Now what do your homes have? Old plastic pipes that he put fluoride and other toxins that you drink every day. Because you can tell that sometimes when you look at the bottom of your cup of water, you see little white stuff like salt floating in your water, man. Them are toxic. That's why you have to constantly buy filters for your water, man. Even it came out the bottled water is not even healthy. There's all kinds of enzymes and organisms, even in bottled water.
So you have to believe that white picture on the wall is fake, right?
It is fake. That ain't the way the Lord looks.
I believe that too.
There you go, bro. That's right, bro. Go ahead, man.
That's why the Lord said, if we don't come back, man, there ain't no place to be saved.
That's right, man.
Esau take out the whole world, man.
They don't care about nothing, man. The destruction is everything that they lay their hands on is destroyed. They don't care about their own people. They call them warriors. Useless eaters, man. And these are their own people. Go ahead, man.
Go in the book of Sirach, chapter 14, verse 5, and it reads, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?
Yeah, he evil to him. Look how he do the earth, man. He destroyed the air, the water, the food, the animals. So he evil to it. But see, they don't eat the stuff that we eat. You know what I'm saying? They got special cook special things for them, like bloody ears. They eat that at home. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. They drink cups of blood. Go ahead.
He shall not take pleasure in his goods.
He shall not take pleasure in his goods. All of his goods is what? This earth, but he's destroyed it, man. Look at this earth. It's the first, man, it's going to be spring. The time is changing. Still getting dark early, man. Like the scripture said, the whole earth got a course. See what I'm saying? Even the leaves on, look at that tree out. That tree's naked as hell. It's probably
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 9. If grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If these by night.
Man, we did in the ancient days, we left it for our people. We're the ones that set up the so-called welfare system, man. So everybody in Israel could do good. Even when we had Israelite apprentices, you see what I'm saying? They'll work for us for so long, and then guess what? When they reach an age, they were able to go and start their own family at the age of 12 with gold and animal and cattle and stuff. Go ahead.
It says, if thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough.
Yeah, it says thieves by night, they will destroy until they have enough. But the thing about it, though, you can't satisfy these greedy bastards, man. They got the whole world and still want what you got. They got trillions of dollars. You make $20 an hour, they still want your money. What Red do when he jumped in? Red money, yeah. You see what I'm saying? These are some greedy bastards, man. Go ahead. Then they're raising tax. See, like even here in Indianapolis, these people, look, the government here in Indianapolis is so stupid. Now they're trying to ban menthol cigarettes. They ain't trying to ban cigarettes, period. They're trying to ban menthol because they know that's what Jake smoked. See what I'm saying? Now what about the other cancer stick? No, they want their people to enjoy that, but for Jake, you can't have no more menthol. Out of all this nonsense that's going on in the world, you trying to ban menthol cigarettes, not cigarettes period, but just menthol, because that's what Jake smoked, man. Even though Jake ain't supposed to be smoking, but still, the target is for you Israelites, man. Well, more than being black. That's all. Yeah, that's all. When you hear about the Moor science, no, man, more than being black, man. That's all, man. Yeah.
You see that sign right there? You see that stuff on that chart?
Yeah.
Follow sign.
Yeah, we not no. Yeah, so we not no Asiatic black man. Asia just really means East, man. That's all. Because we originally come from the East, the land of Israel. Get that from the Revelation. Yeah, they just get it for you right now.
The book of Revelation.
Here it go for you. Here it go for you right here. The book of No, this is church right here. Yeah. Go ahead.
The book of Revelation.
No, you do supposed to pay tithe, but not to the church. Not to their form of church. No, we are Jews, but in the ancient days, we gave tithe to the Levitical priests, which is our people also. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
All right, I'll take a prayer real quick.
No, we're not supposed to pray out in the open like this. We'll pray for you in silence when we get home, but not out in the open like this. See what I'm saying? This is church right here, dude. You got YouTube? Just type in Hebrew Israelite. That's what you are. You're a Hebrew Israelite. Go ahead and read that in Revelation for me.
Book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like to the Son of Man, clothed with the garment down to the foot, and girt about the path with the golden girdle. His head and his hair were white like wool, and white like snow. His eyes were like a flame of fire, his feet like a fine brass, which they burned with a furnace, and his voice like the sound of many waters. What are you going for? Son of Man rescued the world in his own world in his own time.
Said his head and his hair. Yep, Revelation 1 and 13. You can take a picture of it if you want to, bro. Yep. And whatever you do not take the vaccine, or do not take this.
Only take what they force me.
You ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? There you go. That's how you came out. How you too, bro?
Chapter 2, verse 5, it says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death.
Right, the wine with the philosophies, man, the ways, right? Right, and we back down like wrong, man.
Yep. It says, who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death.
It's like it's all his ways is what? Death. Superman is that, man. Right? You know, Romans 6 and 23 is what? The wages of sin is death, man. Right? And he's the author of it. Well, he cannot be satisfied. It's like I said, aren't you going to leave him with the leaning away? No, every drop. You got to have it.
But gathering.
Because see, that's what they mean by the urn, trying to squeeze blood out of the turnip. Go ahead.
It says, but gathereth unto him all people.
Yeah, see, he was in all in control. Because what? He was given that to us in the badness of the earth. All right.
Well, to prove their point, look at America. It's the melting pot.
Yep.
Melting pot of the universe. You got all ethnicities and nationalities here in Babylon, man. You know what I'm saying? There you go.
All right, we hope this lesson was edifying for the body. And once again, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who knew well and teaching us this 100% true. Salutations to them and our fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel. To you we say Shalom,
Shalom,
Baba Ba,
Baba Ba,
Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Shalom. Brothers and sisters don't come in here.